may go on without me, but you'll never forget me. So, my name is Taint Chasers. Some of you people might know me out there as the guy who wrote Fireball, Shit-Faced, Pirate Girl, Hero. Others might know me from the songs Dirty Sanchez, Love Holes. I bet you guys know that one. So maybe you know me as the guy who dated that actress or slept with that model. Or the guy who starred in movies with Kenny Rogers. I've starred in movies with Kenny Rogers. I've directed movies with Kenny Rogers. I've made a bunch of TV shows. I've toured all over the world. I've made 100 albums. I've left DNA on every country. Skin, of course, that's what I'm talking about. It comes off you nonstop. So anyways, what happened is why I'm making these videos. So I recently quit drinking and immediately started again. So this morning I signed deals with YouTube, Dailymotion, Hulu, I was about to say Newflix, Netflix. Who else did we sign deals with? Who else did we sign deals with? Amazon, Amazon Prime, Larry's Amazon, all of them. So I'm gonna be everywhere all the time. And I'm not doing this for money. I'm not a sellout, no. I've made my millions. I'm gonna start sharing my wisdom with you guys. All the stuff that goes on behind the scenes, underneath the sheets, all that stuff you wanna know about country superstars, rock stars, all that kind of stuff, I'm gonna share that info with you guys, because you guys deserve to hear it. Is that it? Is that all I have to say?
Yeah. Deserving to hear it. Selling out.
So, I'm doing it for you people. I'm doing it for the kids. I'm doing it for my kids. I'm doing it for the kids I don't even know about, so they can send me a tweet and say, "Hey, Dad, it's me," and I'll block them on Twitter. And I can't. You know who the haters are out there? It's always the male feminists. They always have problems with me.
Oh.
So I'm gonna take care of them too. I'll tell you what, male feminist, you go listen to my album. If you don't like it, of course they're not gonna like it. Why? I was gonna say that I would take their girlfriend out on a date, but no. There's no way the male feminist, first of all, he doesn't have a girlfriend. And second, if he did, I'm not gonna take her out on a date. But that's a challenge to anybody else out there. My new album's called Taint. I want you to go listen. Just go listen to one song. That's all you gotta do. I'm not begging you. And you'll end up, I sound like I'm begging them. And you'll end up listening to the whole album because it'll just knock you down. Especially if you're like a teenage boy. Yeah, you really love the album. And I'm also gonna predict the future. Yeah. You know what we're gonna have in the future? We're not gonna have flying cars. We're gonna have flying people. So that's just some of the stuff I'll be talking about. As Johnny Stash says, sex, drugs, and cunt rock. That's what goes on behind the scenes. Cunt rock is short for country rock. That's what we call it on the inside. We just say it the dirty way. Now, if you've been to one of my shows, you know that I put on one hell of a show. It's not about the women and the partying behind the scenes. No. It's about everything. It's about putting on one hell of a show. Because I like to put on a show where people are never going to forget it. They'll think of me, and they'll just hear all these awesome bells in their head when they think about the show that they saw. Or they'll have some shit stain of a scar on their brain forever from the show I put on. Either way, I'm happy because that's really the point, is for them to remember it. Oh, is it time to drink yet? But it's more about the music, or more than the music. I mean, nobody'd come to the show if it wasn't me singing. So that's what these videos are all about. I'm going to tell you all the stuff that goes on. I'm not going to tell you about the time I OD'd and got arrested. No, I'm going to tell you about all the times I did that. But there's no time for pills and needles for me. I got too much shit to do. So, and I'm not going to be telling you stories like Keith Richards. All that guy did was climb the walls of his hotel room for like 30 years. No. I'm going to tell you about all the good stuff, the entertaining stuff. My name's Taint Chasers. Nice to fucking meet you.